said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Motion from the wideout. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Smith dropping to pass. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Using the quick game. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Check, check. Black 33, now. Black 88. Black 88. Check. White 80, Brooklyn.
Back to pass, it's Dyer. That's caught. It says Ukama. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The give to the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Horned Frogs will have it first and 10.
You know who I'm rooting for.
Use the play fake.
Both teams.
Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short.
This camera crazy.
Let's go. Side.
Back to pass. Fakes to grab. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Dyer. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Might be changing the route. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella. Get the 6. Get the pick 6.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Smith wants to throw. Dances away to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quickly complete. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Dyer. Release to the back. Pulls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Clemson. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs for Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. That's reeled in. It's McCutcheon. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Got room to work. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
He's in open space downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Smith dropping to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go with a direct snap. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Unleashes one. Connection to the right. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Man down. Play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see. He needs that timeout later. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith wants to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's got it at the 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Dyer. Makes the grab on the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Got a man. It's Ezukama. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, TCU! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 4 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They feed him again. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Smith dropping to pass. With the catch, it's Marsh. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
There he goes. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Here's the handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Horned Frogs are facing 3rd and inches. Searching forward on the sneak. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Ezukama. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to take off. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Now, a
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. And you can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Runs through a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Smith wants to throw. Here comes the heat. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense drags him down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Hauls it in. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
At the 44-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's Lewis. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Dyer. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 2nd and 6. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
They'll go back to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Keep it on the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Complete to the left. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and that's a good start to this drive.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dyer. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Throws to the tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. A strike downfield. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it off. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. They strike first here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Texas 24, TCU 17.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to pass. It's Dyer. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown, Horned Frog! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. The snap sets up the throw. They got it! The 2-point conversion, and it's a game winner!
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivers.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a 2-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game. And I think